things are getting rather interesting because I remember MKLeo was in a loser's bracket. I wonder if he's going to be the next competitor that we are to see. Probably. In any event, here it is. Kameme versus Proto Banham.
Yeah.
I think it's a hand warmer, so
or, you know, at first I thought it was a hand warmer versus Gluteny and Shogun, but it actually wasn't. So, it probably is. All right,
okay,
yeah, they are getting
in
us.
that case, Vicky.
In that case, I would like to note that MKLeo is the only other player that is not, that between Zachary, Niatono, and Kameme and Proto, he's the only one left in loser's bracket that has to play that is not a Japanese player.
Yeah, he's coming through from Mexico. Mexico's pride and glory. You know, they speak about him a lot in the news as well. Such a strong player, man, and like,
oh, let's go. Worldwide coverage esports. That's what I like to see.
You know, I'm just so happy that it's in this day and age, right? We have a lot of these kids who love video games, who are super good at video games, and can actually be, you know, put on high, lauded for their accomplishments in these games. Because, you know, back then, a lot of times if people would invest a lot of time in video games, they would look at it as a time sink that wouldn't go anywhere. But now people are realizing that, you know, there are a lot of opportunities that are coming forth from this. And we owe it a lot to the dedicated members of the gaming communities worldwide, no matter what game you're playing. Not even if you're from the fighting game community, just any games in general. You know, you guys are one of the reasons that we're able to still have so many great opportunities for a lot of these dedicated members in gaming today. So,
yeah, and also give opportunities to a lot of these young players too that are on the come up between scholarships and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's looking so great to be in esports D1.
That's
and
right.
Here we go. And talking about esports, tomorrow's the big day, but who's going to be sitting on that stage? We're going to find out who is the winner of this set, because that's who will be sitting on that seat.
Vicky, I never knew soft hit forward air actually locked. That was so cool.
A lot of moves in this game lock.
True.
Like, weirdly, it's actually a thing. I think every move actually has a tripping like percentage, and if it already tripped in Smash 4, they increase that part of it. Like, I know Kirby's down tilt trips a lot easier now, but just things in general just send you into tumble in this game. A lot of moves, that is, and you have to be aware. You have to be aware at any percent to make sure. Oh, and you have to be aware when you're gonna get down here to send towards the stage.
That's what I'm saying. No tech zone right there. He knows better too, but unfortunately, he's still, fortunately actually, he still has 2 more stocks. Let's see what happens here. Got Proto Banham walking slowly, employing walk again, and understands this is Mega Man. Mega Man's a character that has a lot of good hitboxes that make it difficult for me to press forward normally, at least with dash. So I'm just gonna, wait.
Oh,
okay.
We actually tech those that time, but you know, Kameme was ready for that. And either way, I definitely felt like Kameme was going to go for a directional air dodge upwards out of that situation. So, because we saw that his recovery left him short just ever so slightly, but good timing on that air dodge from Kameme. And I see. No, it's okay. We're good.
Yep, every time I think he's gone too. Kameme, it looks like Proto Banham knows how to play this matchup quite well. Yeah,
he's playing this really safely. Actually, this is probably the slowest I've been seeing Proto play in general.
Yeah, for sure. Proto Banham being a very, very aggressive style of Lucina that I've seen. Yet, there it is right now. I feel like he just understands to adapt on the fly. He could be aggressive. He could also be defensive. You know, it's all about being calculated and knowing when the time is right. Right now, just jumping over that side B. Proto Banham with a very well-timed neutral air. Okay, we have a Metal Blade in hand.
And we have the lock right there too, getting that extra damage with the up smash, but living to 198%. I feel like Proto is honestly taking complete control over this game. You know, despite Kameme living as long as he possibly could, he just couldn't fill up that gap with the percentage difference.
Nice, getting that back air after that down throw. There's a lot of knockback on him, but he still went for the chase. Metal Blade, sending the opponent into the air. Tried to see if he can potentially get a grab. Okay. Ooh, okay, the battle for center stage. It's quite prevalent here, especially when it comes to Smash and fighting games in general. Proto Banham, again, back in the middle. He wants to force Kameme out. There we have it.
Oh, the toss into Metal Blade into directional air dodge right away, but Proto not getting hit by that Metal Blade, just staying on the stage instead and narrowly avoiding that back air as well. See him just trying to go in with the nair into up air.
That was a fast up air.
Yeah.
So quick on a shield.
Probably just decided to use the macro out of it too right away.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, good stuff right there. Saw the missed space on the neutral air, gave him a free grab at the footstool. All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're back with the directional air dodge back into the stage to avoid that down air.
So that's one thing I've seen a lot of players do recently. They'll go for the pummel, and then once you release, they'll go for, immediately for a drop zone aerial, because you'll most definitely be in range.
Or something that we saw earlier today, too, is just grab by ledge out of their jump and just let them fall to their death. But jumping into that up smash has so much range in general. Big hitbox on that.
Alrighty. Proto Banham is trying to keep the spacing up. Wants to maintain his composure. He did hit the shield, and he waited to see what Kameme did, because he knows Kameme, being an expert level player, obviously is going to try to reposition himself after blocking one move, because he doesn't want to get his shield broken.
Most definitely, D1. You see the Metal Blade toss downwards to try to catch a neutral get up. Another toss with the Metal Blade. This time Proto catching it, forcing him to go so far off stage, but still making it back. You know how Lucina's drift usually works. You see him using the side B to just linger a little bit by the ledge.
Good block. That was such a good grab right there. Shield's getting tiny though. Okay. Let's see.
Just adding in that extra percent.
Yep, it's time for a ledge trap.
He's not trying to stale out his up throw either.
Oh my goodness, great timing right there. Whew. Right, Proto Banham taking the first game. What a tough game that was. He was looking really, really good in the beginning. Kameme started to slowly work his way back, though. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Made it very difficult for Proto Banham to close out the match. But as you can see right here, both of these players are seeming pretty evenly matched. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and it's gonna be quite the nail biter.
Yeah, I honestly feel like Proto actually has a great understanding of this matchup, just the way that he's been playing this pretty safely for the most part, and also just very different pacing compared to what we saw him play against Tweak earlier when he was on stream.
Like you can see that Proto Banham is comfortable with items. He knows his spacing that he needs to use to basically make it difficult for Mega Man to try to exert any of his pressure using those pellets. And even from full screen pressure, using like the Metal Blade. Look at that, just catching immediately with that neutral air. Probably was opting to go for the neutral air to catch automatically just in case. It's like an option select. You put out your neutral air spacing and also catch a Metal Blade at the same time, just in case. Okay, we out. Air dodge, he's gonna get hit.
Oh, with the double fair, keeping him off stage and going for the Dolphin Slash to try to clip him, but he manages to get back safely. And this is the scary situation about Lucina. Every time you're off stage against her, you know that she's going to try to commit to going for an option off stage, whether it be fair or even back air.
Yeah, definitely my favorite swordsman right now in the game to use. Oh, but Proto Banham getting caught right there by Kameme's sweet spot neutral air.
Now, I was talking about going off stage, but, you know, overcommitting like that, Kameme was ready to retaliate back and take out Proto's stock for being a little too greedy off stage.
Yeah, and, you know, it was super smart of Kameme to go that far off stage. Reason why is there's no reason for Proto Banham to go for an up B at that distance since it's so linear. You know, he has to kind of go out there and at least intercept when he knows that Proto Banham is going to go for a double jump.
I like using the one side B right there, one slash right there, just because he doesn't want to overcommit on a shield, but Kameme was still, oh my, you go, where are you going? You coming back? I mean, taking so much percent while Kameme still holds on to all his stocks here. It's pretty tough. That's why you saw Proto throw out the forward smash at one point. It's like, all right, man, I need to get your stock right now.
All right, and here we go again. Super aggressive, forcing the double jumps. Kameme getting caught by that neutral, but he did such a great job in that first stop, forcing those edge guard situations. And he definitely looks like this stage is his comfort pick when it comes to facing off against this Lucina. I like that part by Proto Banham. People would usually drop shield the moment they see that he fell in front of them, you know, for a shield grab. But that Metal Blade right there, he respected it.
Yeah, ends up just rolling back. He doesn't want to try to contest it. And that up tilt attempt from Kameme, you know this man wants to finish the stock already. Does not want to allow Proto to rack up any more damage on him. Gets the down air into the back air, keeping him off stage. Metal Blade actually going through at a certain angle to try to clip him, but Proto managed to get back onto the stage, avoiding that up smash. I love the way that Proto's playing in shield right here. No shield to be able to be played, though, when you're off stage. And what an aggressive option to get back as well.
Yep, and Kameme immediately wanted to get that breathing room again on smash shot and shield. Proto Banham, final stock here in game 2. We might just have a tie situation, but let's see. Okay, Proto Banham using that immediate invincible option just to get the pressure off. Uh-oh, okay. Very low percent still, so doesn't have to quite worry about getting spiked all the way into an oblivion.
And he also uses jump off stage there, so that's why you saw Kameme try to go for the down air just in case.
Metal Blade is back. Nice catch right here, Proto Banham. Uh-oh.
Alicio coming through.
Yep, you gotta respect that.
Yeah, I could shield poke you as well.
Okay, here's the chase again. Puts on the uppers, and it's dwindling that shield so much that he was able to get the forward air.
Yeah, that back air coming through to sneak in and hit his shield. Of course, since his shield was so small, again, shield poking in this game is very relevant.
Okay, again, good, well-timed forward air just to catch. And the flame sword, not quite the end yet, but Proto Banham, yeah, it's looking like he's just about done here for this second game.
Yeah, I mean, that was great DI, but on his last stock, this is going to be really tough. He manages to change up the sticky bomb, though, back onto Kameme, and Kameme is going to toss him back off stage before we see possibly another fair, a second fair, actually, going so deep down there where you have to see the zoom in close out on Mega Man on the flaming sword. Of course, despite having such a great back air, fast back air that kills, he also, in this game, has that forward air, that flaming sword that could take out your stock relatively early, too, as it does send you horizontally.
Yeah, such a strong tool, too. Got a considerable buff here in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But now here we go, guys. Game number 3. Losers qualifier right here. Losers top 8 qualifier. EVO 2019 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Kameme versus Proto Banham. 1-1 here. 2 out of 3 scenario. And whew, these guys have been battling all weekend. It's an endurance test. It's so hard to have to go through all these battles, right, from morning all the way till night, and yet these guys are still here.
Yeah,
you know?
Its mental dexterity is a heavy factor that goes into these top level players, and you know, if you have the ability to honestly just charge your way through bracket like that without feeling any sort of mental exhaustion, you are a robot, man. All props to you. Like, that is absolutely tough. You know, even having to play through 7 sets, but when you're in losers, you also have to play just way more games in general than you would usually if you're coming from winners. So again, these players have been playing all day. Pools has been started in the morning, this morning. Actually, Phase 1 pools for a lot of these players that had played all day today as well. So there have been players that have been playing since 10 a.m. all the way up until this time as well.
It's absolutely true, Vicky Kitty. And now, it's like Proto Banham understands that the time is now. This is a very important situation. He won the first game, which means that he has the counter pick advantage. Kameme winning game 2 means that all Kameme can do is at least have a ban for the 3rd game. So Kameme gets to stop Proto Banham from choosing a stage of his choice, but there's still 8 other stages to choose from. Town and City will be the final stage that these two will do battle here at EVO 2019, and there will be only one player that will advance between the two. Will it be Kameme or will it be Proto Banham?
Honestly, the way that both these players have been playing between the game 1 and game 2, I would say they're very even in skill. Proto really having a great understanding of this match, which would catch a lot of people off guard, especially with a character like Lucina, who she loves to fare her way into closing that gap and negating those pellets out of the way. But despite that, she still has to jump to do so. And you know, Kameme is really good at fact-checking you and making sure that he has the lemon to toss out to ensure that he actually clips your jump as well. So between both these players, they've been honestly standing the ground for the most part. And I feel like when it comes to who gets that extra credit, it all depends on who can keep who off stage the longest, and that's the glory of Smash Brothers D1.
Yeah, but right now, you saw out the gate, Proto Banham said, all right, I'm going to just turn on the jets. Moving forward every time with these neutral airs, does not want Kameme to feel comfortable on the stage in the least. Okay, what? All right.
I know sometimes when there's multi-hits, sometimes the parry kind of automatically updates for you, like all of it goes through if you let go on time. But, you know, Proto showing that flashy parry right there from the Metal Blade.
You could just tell right now that Proto Banham does not want his momentum to be slowed down. He doesn't want anybody to abate any of the rush down that we're going to see from him. Fortunately, he did have access to his up B to come back.
And similar to the last game, we actually saw Proto get punished pretty hard at an early percent because he decided to go off stage versus Kameme. Hopefully, he does not make that same mistake again.
All right, charging forward. He should get a confirm off of this. Smart right there. Such good burst range using that Metal Blade, and the quickest confirm. Now look at that pressure. He understood. Okay, I didn't hit him with the Metal Blade. I mean the Leaf Blade rather, a Leaf Shield, and I'm out.
And you know, the few Metal Blade conversions that we've been seeing from Kameme between the run-up into back air, and oh, great recovery right there, air dodging to get back onto the stage and narrowly avoiding that down air. He still manages to find the stock. Proto evening up this game real quick. But, you know, with the Metal Blade conversions that we've been seeing from Kameme between the run-up, up tilt, and even the back air, that's why it's so scary to try to deal with something like that. And you see Proto catching the Metal Blade rather consistently as well, using his aerials to just catch it.
Yeah, one thing I really love about this match between both of these guys is that it really looks like they understand what both of their characters' modus operandi is. They understand what the tools are, how to deal against them, and because of that, it makes for some really enjoyable Super Smash Bros. Action for us to watch. That shield is not looking good. You saw how he quickly dipped. He was like, yeah, you know what? I'm out.
He uses the platforms to his advantage to just throw out these spares and cover a good amount of space, but still managing to get back onto the stage.
Vicky, I almost feel like he wanted to get a parry forward smash at that edge, but because of the fact that Kameme went for the back air, there were two hitboxes that are going to come after that first parry.
That was actually really scary. You see Proto being extremely patient, standing his ground here, getting hit by that back air the moment he decided to jump.
Okay.
Oh, I love the fact that he wave landed back onto the stage really quickly there and gets the down smash. Doesn't even have to get the forward smash. He's just going to make sure that you don't tech roll behind him.
That's
so
right.
he's going to ensure that he gets that stock with the down smash instead.
Such a smart player right here in Proto Banham. He already got the first game here against his opponent in Kameme, but Kameme did take the second game. He's trying to keep things close here in a game 3 scenario. Gets the back air. Guys, here it is. One stock apiece. Tied up with 0%. A tight battle between both competitors. And now Kameme is already turning it up. Caught him out of the jump, but you saw that platform saving Proto Banham.
And Proto air dodging to go back into the stage because he knows that Kameme was going to continuously pressure his shield with the up airs and the back airs like we saw earlier on within the set.
Okay, again, Leaf Blade is out. Gets the tech chase. Wow, so accurate is Proto Banham. Okay, here it is.
Both of these players just trading hits nonetheless and forcing each other to just gain neutral.
Yes.
Kameme keeping Proto off stage with this back air. Really scary situation, but the way that Proto's playing this is perfect. Playing extremely patient, spacing out these nairs as well.
I feel like I'm going to see another down tilt very soon in a tech chase situation.
Oh, I'm really scared for
We'll
that one,
see.
D1 falling. Up air into another up air here. And the back air sweeping in and taking out Kameme. Proto finds himself in top 8 of EVO 2019.
An amazing job right there by Proto Banham. Looking like the best Lucina that we have here in the planet.